Hello everybody and welcome back to another video with me, Gummy Mellow. And hi guys, how are y'all doing today? Hope you're all having a wonderful summer. Hope y'all are having fun and enjoying it as much as possible. Today guys, we are doing another gummy review, as you can tell by this video. And today we're going to be reviewing Trolli's Sour Brite Octopus. Now, I've had these before. These are really good, honestly. These are some of my favorite Trolli gummies to exist. We have 3 flavors to get through, and honestly, I'm ready to just jump straight into this. So we're gonna start by opening the bag, and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay guys, I am back. So as soon as you open the bag, you're gonna notice that there's a very berry smell. That wasn't meant to be a pun. A very berry smell inside this bag. It smells very much like it's a bunch of berries like combined together. And it makes sense because like 2 of these flavors I would say are like berry like. Not exactly berries I would say, but somewhat close to that. So first thing I'm noticing when you open this bag is you're gonna have 3 different flavors, of course, like I mentioned before. So you have this blue and green strawberry, blue raspberry flavor. I'm trying to get it close to the camera and I'm doing it the opposite direction. So you can see these actually look like octopuses as well. Like they have a little head, like I'm guessing this is supposed to be the head right here. And these are all the tentacles it has. Looks like it has about 8. So really well crafted gummy, I would say overall, like pretty well done. So there's that one. We have the red and purplish cherry grape flavor right here, looking good as well. And finally we have the orange lemon flavor octopus right here, so looking pretty good as well. So I'm going to be reviewing these 3 gummies for today's gummy review. As always, I have my water to be able to drink after every gummy to ensure that fairness is applied to every flavor as possible. So I guess we'll just jump straight into this again and go with the strawberry blue raspberry one that I introduced first. So this is the first one I'm going to try out. So I'm going to try it and see how it goes. I'll be right back with you guys. All right guys, I am back and I gotta say, I don't know if you guys can tell, but these gummies are huge. Like they're really large. Like this is like my hand right here, and this is a gummy. It's like literally the size of my thumb, which is like pretty big, honestly. So, sorry. All right. So as I was saying, like these gummies, they're really big. So like you can just eat one of these on its own. So compatibility wise, I probably wouldn't recommend trying it with other gummies because it's already a big enough gummy as it is, so you'll get a lot of flavor out of it. But otherwise, I think that first flavor right there that we had was pretty good. I think for the most part, the blue raspberry flavor was the one that override the other one, which is, you know, something that is inevitable when like a lot of the body is bluish, I would say. Like I would say in terms of like color, like splitting it between the gummy, I would say the blue overrides the green a little more, and so that's why you have more of a blue raspberry flavor overall. But overall, it was still a very delicious flavor. Really good, solid flavor overall. I highly enjoyed it. Now, one other thing I'm noticing for my bag is that there seems to be like a lot of like blue and green. Like I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a lot of those. Just barely any of the other flavors. which is a bit upsetting. It might just be my bag in particular, but like this sort of thing isn't really the best because you know I want to try different flavors. I want to taste one flavor and then another one instead of tasting the same thing over and over. So I guess that's one of the only complaints I have about this bag so far. Though it might just be my bag, so I'm not gonna count it towards my review because for all I know, like some other bag could have more yellow, like green, blue. I probably need to like go to the store and find that out like on my own. But anyways, flavor overall, like I said, the blue raspberry flavor was the one that override the other one, but that was fine because the flavor was still super delicious, super juicy as well. Chewiness, I would say it's actually a bit more harder to chew, just slightly more than average, I would say. So, because it is such a big gummy and like it's very thick, so you're gonna have to like chew through a lot in order to fully digest the gummy itself. So, in terms of chewiness, it's not the most chewy thing I've ever had, though it is hard to chew a bit. And then I already said compatibility. It's hard to say if this is really compatible when it's already such a big gummy and you don't really need to find any other flavors for it. But I would say it's honestly pretty compatible. I would say with more, I guess, fruit berry-ish flavors. Like if you combine this with another berry type gummy, like if it's a small one, of course, because it's already such a large gummy, then it'll be a good match. Good compatibility. Anyways. We're gonna jump into the next gummy, which is the cherry grape one, this red and purplish one. I gotta say, this one looks really cool. And it's the head and like the edges of the tentacles are all red, while most of the tentacles, like the main part, are purplish. So I'm expecting a more grape flavor than cherry would like, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Alright guys, I am back, and so with this gummy, I could definitely taste both flavors actually. I could taste both the cherry and the grape. Now what's interesting is that I've never seen a gummy like combine cherry and grape. I think these two flavors are very different from one another. So when you combine them into this gummy, it creates an odd flavor. I don't think the cherry and the grape match as well as they probably thought it would, but it was still delicious nonetheless. I think I enjoyed the flavor as well. The grape was what stood out in terms of like what it was juicy, or like what the juices were like, while the cherry was kind of like the backup flavor that was kind of in the back of your mouth while you were eating it. But I don't know. It's kind of odd to say that it's like a unique flavor when it's kind of like they're both mutually exclusive. Like they don't really mix that well, I guess you could say, is what I'm trying to get at. Like the cherry and grape don't mix together, but separately they're very delicious. Thus, this gummy was still good. Is what the point I was trying to make. But I think overall it's still a super solid gummy. Chewiness is the same as the other one. Compatibility. This one's weird because grape flavored gummies are usually compatible with other, like, I guess I consider low tier flavored, like lemon, the lighter colors. But the cherry is more compatible with the higher tier colors, I would say, like lemon, grape, blueberry, or not grape, blueberry, raspberry, those ones. So it's odd. I think this compatibility doesn't really suit it that well. It's already like two different flavors, so I don't think you would need anything else. So I'd probably not recommend having compatibility with this one. But other than that, overall, still, gummy I enjoyed. Very unique as well. I think I've never had a cherry grape flavored gummy before, so pretty good. And last but not least, we have an orange lemon right here. As you can see, it's looking really good, really delicious. Nice little gummy. So I'm gonna drink some water right now, and then I'll be right back with you guys. Alright guys, I am back, and so that was a really good gummy as well. I think overall, like these three gummies are very good, and that's what makes these Trolli Sour Brite Octopus very good. They just have really solid flavors. With this gummy in particular, the first thing you taste as soon as like you bite into the octopus is lemon. That's the first thing, and it makes sense because the edges are lemon-like, and the middle part is orange. So the first thing you're gonna taste is the lemon. So it's gonna hit you like with a little bit of a sourness, not too much, but I would say it's still present. Speaking of sourness, I believe these gummies are about an average in sourness. They're not really particularly too sour, but they're not sour at all. They're kind of like in a nice balance in the middle. So that's what I really like. But going back to what I was saying, the sourness of the lemon kind of hits you first, and so once you start chewing it and more, you'll get the orange flavor like seeping out into your mouth. The orange flavor in particular is what starts seeping out, and it mixes well with the lemon. I would say works really well. Very high compatibility with the other like kind of lighter tone gummy flavors, I would say. But other than that, it's still a really solid gummy. That's just my experience with the gummy itself. Overall, still really solid. In terms of chewiness, still the same, and I already mentioned compatibility. So that's about it for today's gummy review, guys. Overall, I think let me just get rid of this. Overall, I think the Trolli Sour Brite Octopus are really solid gummies. It's like super solid. Like if you want to have something that's delicious, flavor-like, you're gonna have to go with these because these flavors are really good. Like that's what stood out, I think, the most out of everything. I think in terms of sourness, it did really good overall. The flavors were really good. Compatibility for certain gummies is a bit limited, but overall not bad either. I would say it's still a really solid gummy. I would definitely highly recommend. So that's why I'm going to be giving these a 9.25 out of 10 because I really enjoyed this. I really thought these were super delicious for me personally, even if like the quantity isn't as like well diverse as it should have been. I think it's still good overall. Anyways, that's the end of today's gummy review, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be coming out with more videos soon. As you can tell, I'm gonna be making more. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.